Well, hello, hello, hello. I'm back. I'm here. It's 8 o'clock. Well, wait a minute, it's 8:01. A few minutes late. I like to try to start at 8 o'clock on the dot. But nevertheless, we are here with Tina. This is Tina with Enriched by Tina. And I'm here this evening to talk to you a little bit about mindset and how that happens and what that does for you with a good mindset. So let's get started. The mindset, one, having a positive attitude, really enhances your self confidence, which makes you have an overall improvement of your life. So when you start thinking about mindset and what it is, it's changing your mind in something that you're trying to do. For me, my mindset started when I decided to take my health back. And many of you may have heard my story, but I'll go into it briefly. Um, I see I have two people on. I can't really see who they are, but just post your name, say something, wave or something. Hey Teresa, how you doing? So it's my mindset started when I decided to take my health back. And when I say take it back, because I have been an active participant in the fact that I was not taking good care of myself. Many of you know that I took care of my mom and now taking care of my dad. So I was taking care of my mom and my dad, and I wasn't taking care of me. And what I have seen, those who are caregivers, you tend to put more into the person that you're caring for because you love their life, you love them, you want to do everything you can to lead to keep them here, but then you forget about yourself. And that is one of the most important things, that in order for you to take care of someone else, you got to take care of yourself first. So you know, I took back control of my life. I started trying to do it while I was taking care of my mom and dad, and it got to be overwhelming. So guess who won? They won because I wanted to take care of my parents. And in the midst of that, I found myself I had gained a lot of weight. Many of you know I've had a weight loss, and I've lost now over 80 some pounds. And that took a mindset for me to decide, number one, to do something about it. When the doctor said, here's your, I call it, I said, I don't want no more M&Ms. And this, you'll understand this by and by. M&Ms for me, when I say I don't want any more M&Ms, I'm not talking about the little chocolate with the peanuts in it, or the plain, or now they got peanut butter. They got all kinds of flavor of the M&Ms. My M&Ms is the meter and metformin. I don't want them. That M&M, that combination of M&M, I don't want. So they gave me metformin and a meter. And that's what changed my mindset almost immediately, because I pricked my finger 3 times a day because they wanted you to do it, at each meal to kind of figure out about your blood sugars. And I did it for 3 days, 3 times a day, 3 days. So that's a total of 9 times pricking my finger. And you try to fix, switch around which finger you're gonna prick. I don't care which finger I prick. I put ice on my hand to try to numb it. It hurts. So if they tell you, oh, it don't, no, they lying. It hurts. So that right there was the kicker for me. I didn't want to live like that. I just could not live like that and getting used to having the M&Ms, which is the meter and the metformin. I didn't want to get used to it. So I called the doctor and I asked, am I too far gone? Because sometimes sometimes you can be far gone. You can, hey, cuz, you can be far gone, and it's too late, and you have to do the M&Ms. You have to take the medicine, and you have to take the metformin. But I just wanted to know, was it too late for me? And she said, well, no, what you really have to do is lose weight. And it did take a very strong mindset to do that, because in developing this mindset, I have been used to eating cookie cakes and pies, y'all. And some of y'all were guilty with bringing them to me, especially when my mom died. I had a cheesecake. I know about every day. If I didn't have cheesecake, I had pound cake. And people bought it because we substitute food as comfort. And so for me, I felt good. I did. I enjoyed every bit of it. Matter of fact, I about need a cheesecake right now. So, but I will have to have it with things that I can have in it. You know, I can still have the cheesecake. I just have to choose the ingredients differently. And I don't have to eat the whole cheesecake, because that's a mindset too. So when you're thinking about doing something with a mindset, and like I said, I did not want to be a diabetic. I didn't want to prick myself. I didn't want the M&Ms, the meter, and the metformin. So I started changing a little bit by a little bit, because when you're doing something new, number one, you cannot try to do it all at one time, because guess what? You're going to get overwhelmed, because you don't really want to do it in the first place. So do something small, a little bit at a time. Put in the chat. Let me hear you say something. What's one thing that you know that you can change that's going to help you, whether it's physically, mentally, on your job? I was in a room today and they talked about procrastination. And Pastor Doreen posted this morning about it, about procrastination. And I love that quote so much. I'm gonna see if I can find it, because I don't want to try to remember it. I want to really say it, because this right here, the definition of this about the procrastination, she put it so plainly. So I mean, it was so profound. And a lot of times we put things off, which is procrastinating, because we think we have the time. And so she put on here, procrastination is the very opposite of operating in the spirit of excellence. Excellence knows what's priority. Waiting until the last minute shows one priority. And it says eliminate time wasters. Then she put in all bold letters, procrastination is the arrogant assumption that God owes you another opportunity to do what you had time to do. Y'all, I'm going to lean back on this one. You know, my bishop will say, lean in. I'm finna lean back, y'all. Y'all know the song, Lean Back. I'm going to lean back on this one, because we put off a lot of things thinking that God is going to spare us to do it. So procrastination is one of those thieves in our mindset that we feel like that we, and I am notorious for this. And I told the ladies in the room this morning that I was on, that I had a PhD, and you know what? This is nothing to be proud of, but I just had to admit it. I have the PhD in procrastination, because I feel like I work good under pressure. Oh, I can work good under pressure. Y'all, that is really crazy. And I'll say it to myself. Y'all can put it in the chat and comment on me, whatever. I understand. That's some kind of crazy thinking, that putting something off is really, like I said, Pastor Doreen said that thing. So I have really all day been thinking about the stuff that I put off. What can I do to better do the task that God has given me to do, and not only given me to do, but allow me to do. He gives us an opportunity every day to do something, and we have to take advantage of it. So as I talk about mindset, think about what's one thing that you can do to change your mindset on something. And I'm not telling you to go out there and run a marathon or all of a sudden just give up everything. I'm not saying that. I'm saying do one thing. Look on your list. Go back and think about some things that you have wanted to do, dreamed about doing. Because, see, all your dreams and stuff is really a mindset anyway. Anything that we do, you have to think about your mindset, whether it's positive mindset or negative. It's one or the other. And we have to choose to do things that are right, that's going to motivate us, that's going to keep us moving in a direction. And if you are entertaining things and people that's not keeping you to get to your goals, then you need to recheck your friendships, your relationships, your all kinds of ships, because you have to have the mind to do it. And then you got to put yourself around people who will help you do it. So I said all that to say this. I can go around the mulberry bush and then come on back around the corner, because that's just something I do. So when you think about the failures in your life, don't look at them as failures, because failures can serve as a lesson. You either gonna learn something, what to do the next time, or what not to do. So a lot of times when we get stuck in a loop, it's because we're worried about what's this one gonna say, what that one gonna say. Change your thinking about stuff. Change how you look at something. If you did not succeed at whatever you tried to do, go back and look at what it was. Number one, did you do it? Did you give it your all? Did you do everything that you could have done? And number three, what could you do differently? So don't look at a failure as a failure. Look at it as a lesson learned. Even if it's a lesson of what not to do. So when you think about that, just think about all those types of things when you think about mindset. Now, I done got stuck here thinking about something that I want to do. So you sit there. Now you can either do one or two things. You could either stay stuck or get unstuck. And what do I mean by getting unstuck? Make some moves in the right direction. And if you have to contact somebody, there's nothing wrong with reaching out. Because a lot of times we may need, and this is mental health month, y'all, or mental health awareness. And I want to speak on it a little bit, because when you think about mental health, and if you will, whether it's mentally, mind, body, and soul, you have to really think about your mindset and what are you doing about it. If you know you're depressed, and maybe some of you might not know you're depressed, so let's go there, because depression can creep up on you. Asking me how I know. People say, you, Tina, Blackman, Rodeo, Big Red, all those names that people may call me, that may know me by. Yes, I went through a phase of being depressed. Guess what? I lost my mama. Then I became a full-time caregiver, trying to deal with that and everything that comes with that. I had to adjust my schedule. I had to adjust to my daddy and his way of thinking and his way of living. Because guess what? Not only was I going through, he was going through too. So he had his issues, his grief process that he was going through. I had mine. My children had theirs. And on top of that, my husband had been dealing with the death of his mother too. So then my mama dies on top of all of that. And not only did my mama die, y'all, my cousin / aunt died a week before. So they died like a week apart from each other. So I had to go through with losing my cousin / aunt. Then the very next week, 7 days later, my mama dies. Then I already was going through the loss of my mother-in-law. She had died a few years before, a couple of years before that. My school mom, Miss Freeman, died. So these are women that helped shape me Then my spiritual mother, she's still alive, but she's going through some health challenges herself. So I was losing her, the person that I knew. I dealt with all of that. So yes, it took me, because it took me a minute to snap back from all the things that I was losing. So yes, I did go through depression, and guess what? I went to grief counseling. I sure did. I not only went to one, I had two. I had one in High Point, one in Greensboro. Because guess what? I was drowning, and not only was I was drowning at a very unhealthy way, because I had gotten up to 285 pounds, and my body was not designed to do that. So I had a whole mindset shift and change that I had to do, because I either was going to take that metformin and keep on doing what I was doing, and probably would have got up to 300 to 400 pounds and then not even be able to walk, because I was starting to have some physical limitations. Yeah, I'm upset still. Like, yeah, I have to talk about it. So if you need some help, there are resources out there. There are different counselors. Check with your, if you're working, you can go to your, I think it's the Equal Employment Opportunity, EEO. If somebody know that, put it in the chat. But it's a program through your job that if you need help with certain things, you can get up to 6 visits for one situation. So if you don't have money for therapy, then go there. But do something about your mental state, because it's very important. And a lot of times it's EAP. Thank you, honey. It's EAP. You see, I don't know everything, and I always look for people to tell me something, because I don't know it all. I'm out here trying to learn just like everybody else. So thank you, honey, for that. So yeah, go talk to your HR. Yes, it's the Employee Assistance Program. Thank you, Teresa. See, we all help us one to another. They ain't gonna have me out in these streets talking real crazy. Yeah, because y'all know I can go get crazy. But my point is, do something about your mental capacity. If you're depressed, or if you have some issues, or if you have some anxiety, or if you have some different things. Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. Today, looking back for this here gas, and I done went to about 5 stores and whatnot. No one had gas within. So if you haven't gone out and got gas, this is just a side note. You know, I'll give all kinds of tips on here. You never know what you might find out on here. Go get you some gas, and you might want to get you some food, because I don't know what's gonna come up of this gas situation, and we got to begin to pray and ask God to still have mercy yet again, because we're still dealing with this virus. So see, people, we got all kinds of outside forces coming up against us. So we are in the last days, y'all. In case y'all don't want to believe it, we are. So we really need to pray and really ask God to cover and heal this land, because he said, he didn't say if the government get out there and pray. He said if my people. And I done gone to preaching now. I just shifted this way, but we got to pray, and we really have to really see what God is really trying to get our attention, because guess what? We done got a little fancy now, because those of us that have gone out and we've taken our precautions, and we're doing our social distancing, we're getting vaccinated, we're wearing our mask, they're opening up the city. So now we're forgetting that we need to be praying, and we don't want to, we're getting fancy out there now. So now here come this gas situation. So we got to be ever praying, because we just never know. Out of the blue, all of a sudden, here comes this gas shortage. It's finna happen. So we got to definitely make sure we stay prayed up. So that was just a little side note. That was a little free something for you. Back to mindset. Because even all of this working together, y'all, whether we want to, because even in what we're dealing with right now, that affects your mental capacity. It affects your mindset, how you want to think about things. I mean, the people at one gas station, they had 3 cops up there. So if you somebody that don't really like a lot of crowds, and here you are going to the gas station, think you come for gas, they screaming and hollering, fussing and cussing. I'm telling you, we need to make sure that because you never know. I got lost train of thought there. We got to make sure we stay prayed up, and you never know what the next person may be dealing with. So when you're out here in these streets, because now it's getting serious, y'all. Make sure that you're aware of your surroundings, and that you are in a good mental space to even deal with the person that's next to you, because you just don't know where people are headed. We just don't know. So I want you all to, y'all know I normally go live on Tuesdays, but I just want you, I got a special guest coming, special night. Join me. It's a special night. It's normally not my normal night. It's going to be Thursday at 6 o'clock. I'm going to have a mindset coach. Her name is Elizabeth. She's a mindset coach. She's a relationship. She's good at what she do. So tune in and find out. And I want you all to ask some questions. I'm going to put up a post after this live, and it'll say, what do you want to know about mindset and how to set, or what do you need to know about getting unstuck? I want you to ask me some questions so I can have some questions for her, so she can get your questions answered. If it's anything that you want to know, put it up under the post that I put, like what is mindset? What are some mindset questions you have? Are you stuck? Do you want to know some tips about getting unstuck? Whatever it is that you want to know as it relates to mindset, put it up there for me so I can get the questions to her. So when Thursday comes, we can have something to tell you. We can talk and do some dialogue. And then I want to also let you know that on next Tuesday, y'all, I'm getting a little fancy on here. Y'all have to bear with me, because I got to find it. I got to figure out how to get to it. But next Tuesday, I'm going to have Tashana Taylor. She's the author of a book called Redefined. And that book is in my room. I meant to have it, but I'll show it. That book, y'all, it's a very thin. It's not that many pages. It's an easy read. It's a 21-day journey that you can take to get yourself redefined. And so come back next Tuesday. She's going to talk about it and how you can redefine yourself. And I had this nice little okay, I'm over here trying to find my stuff. I had it all together, y'all. Here it is. So here's her. This is her. And it's reset your mind, your heart, and your soul. Redefine. So I wanted you all to just see that. And that's the book cover. Everything is real nice. And she will be my special guest on next Tuesday. And then of the same week, I will have Elizabeth. So I'm waiting, and I'll announce and get some flyers about her up there. So I just wanted you all to know, tune in with me, be there with me. And I always enjoy you guys tuning in with me as I go through this process of helping you get well, whether it's in your mind, body, or your soul. Just remember, if you need help with anything, reach out. And y'all, I need help. I forgot about this. I keep forgetting. I have a YouTube channel now. So can y'all go over there? Go down and turn to the right just a little bit. Just go over to the right just a little bit. You're going to turn the corner, and right there you'll see Enriched by Tina on YouTube. So go there and click on it, like it, subscribe to it. And so there are some things that if you have missed some of the other lives that I've done throughout the month of April, and I'm trying to figure out how I can get my Grace Reloaded stuff over there. So anybody in the listed honors, if you know how I can get videos off of Facebook and then I can put them onto YouTube, just hit me up in my DM. I am looking to use, because it was a lot of great footage, a lot of things that I honored some different ladies. So I'm looking forward to being able to share that thing, um, to share some more things with you about different women. And like I said, if you would like to be a guest, come on and enjoy the fun, join the party. Let me know, just inbox me, call me, and we'll go from there. So just remember to try to do one thing. Change your mindset on one thing. And once you do that one thing, come back to Enrich by Tina on the page and post it, or type it on there and let me know what was the one thing that you did to change your mindset this week. I challenge you. Until Friday, for Fitness Friday, be good to yourself, be good to someone else, and remember to always do what's right and make good choices. Until Friday, bye for now.